That's Operation Sindhu debate that began in the Parliament on Monday and is going to continue today as well. During the debate, it was Asaduddin Owaisi who has questioned the Indian government strategy on allowing an India-Pakistan match in the Asia Cup tournament that's coming up in September. The match has been scheduled in Dubai on the 14th of September, taking it as a neutral location. Now, the AIMIM MP tore into the government in the Parliament over that match, asking them if their conscience would allow them to tell the families of those who died in the Pahalgam attack to watch the India-Pakistan cricket match. He went on to say, when you say blood and water will not flow together, if you shut down the airspace, if you've closed the waters, if you've then how is it that you will allow a cricket match to take place? He's gone on to ask, how can you go ahead and tell the families that this match will continue? He's gone on to say that his conscience will not allow him to watch this match.
सवाल आपके जरिए से वजीर आजम और हुकूमत से यह है, फिर जिन इंसानों को बैसारा की वादी में मारा गया था, क्या आपका जमीर इस बात की इजाजत देता है कि आप ट्रेड बंद कर दिए, पाकिस्तान का एयरक्राफ्ट हमारे एयर स्पेस में नहीं आ सकता, उनकी कश्ती हमारे पानी में नहीं आ सकती, ट्रेड खत्म हो चुका है डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्टेड, आपका जमीर जिंदा क्यों नहीं है? किस सूरत से आप पाकिस्तान से क्रिकेट मैच खेलेंगे जब हम पानी नहीं दे रहे हैं? 80% पानी पाकिस्तान का हम रोक रहे हैं, ये कहकर के पानी और खून नहीं बहेगा, आप क्रिकेट मैच खेलेंगे? मैडम, मेरा जमीर तो गवारा नहीं करता कि मैं उस मैच को देखूंगा। क्या इस हुकूमत में इतनी हिम्मत है कि उन 25 मरने वालों को फोन करके कहे कि देखो हमने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में बदला ले लिया, अब तुम पाकिस्तान का मैच देखो? बड़ी अफसोस की बात है मैडम।
क्रिकेट मैच भी होने वाला है। हाँ, क्रिकेट खेलो, खूब खेलो क्रिकेट। हैं, तुम्हें देश से मतलब नहीं है? हैं, देश की संप्रभुता से मतलब नहीं, देश की अखंडता से मतलब नहीं, देश के अंदर हमारी बहनों का सुहाग गुजार रहे हैं, उनके साथ तुम क्रिकेट खेलोगे? तुम्हें शर्म नहीं आ रही? अपने चंद पैसों के लिए तुम उसके साथ क्रिकेट खेलोगे?
बीसीसीआई ने कहा है सरकार ने ही पहले परमिशन दी है, उसके बाद
तो सरकार ने परमिशन, मैं तो सरकार से ही कह रहा हूँ, फिर क्यों ढोंग कर रहे हो? यहाँ पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान, जहाँ धंधा मिलेगा वहां काम करोगे फौरन। है, चाइना में भी चले गए, चाइना ने पाकिस्तान को सारे हथियार दिए, तुम चाइना में भी चले गए, क्या तमाशा है?
Now, one of the few who have supported the India-Pakistan match in the Asia Cup is former Indian captain Sourav Ganguly. He's gone on to say that while he obviously condemns Pahalgam, sports should go on. But back in April, just days after the Pahalgam attack, he had gone on to say that all kind of ties with Pakistan should be broken. Listen into his comments from then to now.
रिश्ता जो है पाकिस्तान के साथ अब लगभग तोड़ी जा रही है, चाहे वीज़ा के मामले में हो, चाहे और चीज़ को किस तरह
तोड़ना भी चाहिए, 100% तोड़ना चाहिए, स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लेना ज़रूरी है। ये कोई मजाक नहीं है यार, हर साल ऐसे होता रहता है।
Sports is different. I'm happy that they are playing. It's an honest confession. Pahalgam should not happen. Death should not happen. But sports is sport.
Already heard of several anti-India-Pakistan voices over the last few days, ever since the fixture of Asia Cup got announced, and it's not going to be just one India-Pakistan games, at least two, there could be three as well during the Asia Cup. Well, it has already been announced, and primarily due to the commercial reasons, I don't see BCCI pulling out of the event. Also remember, BCCI are the hosts of the tournament. What we have learned from the BCCI sources is that right now everything has been locked in, so the tournament goes on, and they have towed the ministry's line because the ministry earlier said that while there would be no bilateral relationship between India and Pakistan, they will allow India and Pakistan to clash in various tournaments during multilateral tournament. Remember, all of this is being done looking ahead to India's hosting the Olympic Games, if that comes to India in 2036. Also, several other big events, big multilateral events before that India is very, very ambitious about hosting. And the IOC or the International Olympic Committee cannot be given that given the idea or given that image of India Indian government interfering in sports, not allowing sports between two nations, and that is why they have decided at this point to allow Asia Cup to go on. So there will be at least 2 India-Pakistan games, if not 3. There will be another 4th India-Pakistan game, which is in the Women's World Cup, which will be shortly after the Asia Cup. So while there's a lot of noise around, there are a lot of protests going on, perhaps Asia Cup is going to go on as per schedule.
Right, thank you so much, Rika, for getting us all those details. And we have my colleague Maria Shakil joining us. We also have Vasudha Venugopal, both our colleagues joining us in order to get more on the Parliament. And of course, Maria, the big question being, can your conscience allow to watch that match that's coming up in the month of September? That is the question that OAC is really asking here.
Yes, that's right. And good morning to the viewers of NDTV. Vasudha and I are coming to you live from right outside the Parliament. That's where Day 2 of the discussion in the Lok Sabha will happen, and Day 1 of the Rajya Sabha, because the discussion in the Rajya Sabha is also likely to begin today. Of course, the big highlight yesterday was the statement which came in from Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, who went on to say that we should be talking about the success of Operation Sindoor and not talk about what went down in terms of the jets going down. The opposition too fielded its best speakers, with Gaurav Gogoi to Dipinder Hooda to Supriya Sule, all of them talking about and raising questions and concerns. One of the big highlights also was what came from Dr. S. Jaishankar yesterday, where he said that there was no talks whatsoever between Prime Minister Modi and US President Donald Trump between 22nd, when the US President had called Prime Minister Modi to condemn the Pahalgam terror attack and had expressed sympathy to 17th of May, when the entire ceasefire was arrived at, which essentially meant that this was done under no US pressure. But the big takeaway was also what Asaduddin Owaisi, MIM Supremo, had to say when he said that does the conscience of this August House, does the conscience of the Parliament allow that the scheduled match between India and Pakistan in Dubai on 18th of September, should it continue as per the schedule? What should we be expecting today? So Vasudha, how do you see the day panning out? Of course, the entire Delhi looks green and clean.
Absolutely, and yesterday was a very interesting, historic debate, Maria. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and so did you. But most importantly, today is also when big guns are all set to boom. The Home Minister Amit Shah is all set to begin the session at 12 o'clock. This is after the question hour in the Lok Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, like you said, Rajnath Singh, the Raksha Mantri, will be speaking at 2 o'clock. And both the Gandhis, that is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and of course Rahul Gandhi, are expected to speak today. So we can expect a lot of fireworks, and the Prime Minister is likely to make an intervention in the evening. He could even be speaking. That's what could have been decided last night. Kiran Rijiju told us yesterday that decision, if the Prime Minister would speak or not, will be taken later last night. So we'll have to wait and see if what that happens. But two things important here. One is Jaishankar also talking a lot about China, because he did preempt that Rahul Gandhi will be speaking on India-China today. And remember, 72 hours to go for the trade deal. Yes. And Jaishankar making it very clear that there was no question of trade when it came to when it came to the ceasefire, and there was no question of understanding or pressure from the US. So clearly the government does not want to make it, the government wants to make it very clear that there is no pressure whatsoever of any third party, third agent, which is what the opposition has been alleging. And of course, like you rightly pointed out, Rajnath Singh saying that you cannot hold a child that has scored full marks responsible for breaking his pencil, because outcomes are all that matter in any examination, be it Operation Sindoor or anything else.
Yes, what was interesting was also that when Dr. S. Jaishankar was speaking, the Home Minister intervened almost twice or thrice. Yeah. He went on to tell the opposition that because you constantly go with what you hear from outside, essentially go with the hearsay and not believe those who have sworn to allegiance of the Constitution, you will be, sitting in the opposition space for another 20 years. But yes, in the Rajya Sabha, the day will begin with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh opening the discussion at 2 PM, which will be followed by Mallikarjun Kharge, who's the leader of opposition, as the first speaker. And then the Home Minister, the former Home Minister, Mr. P. Chidambaram, is also likely to speak, is what we are being told. We are now being joined by Asif Bamla, BJP leader. Mr. Bamla, the point being made by Asaduddin Owaisi of does the conscience of this government, the BJP and all the NDA allow this match to continue? When you say that talks and terror cannot go together, blood and water cannot go together, then how can cricket match and attack which happened in Pahalgam go together?
Well, we have already proved that goli ka jawab hum gole se hi denge. You see, and Pakistan had, you see, the only problem is that we certainly would consider what Asaduddin Owaisi is put across in his discussion. I mean, it's nothing wrong if an opposition raises a point, and a point that could be relevantly considered, you see. But then again, what I'm trying to submit here at that is at the opposition that has always sympathized the role of Pakistan, and that has helped Pakistan to play a victim card in the global diaspora. You see, भारत की सेना पर आपने हमेशा जो है शक किया, आपने प्रश्न चिन्ह उठाया, that itself reduces the morale of Hindustan and Bharat. You see, so this is a move to to enable Pakistan to put its case stronger globally. Where on one hand we are fighting here. If you see, there is an important and a clear stand that was taken after the Pahalgam attack. The foreign policy, took this up in a very seriously and said that this is the red line, and if you cross this, we shall definitely not. We should not definitely support this. You see, the treaty held back with the Indus water arrangement. You see, and Pakistan had to stop.
Multilateral tournament, even if it happens in Olympics. Mr. Bamla, just to play the devil's advocate here, if this is a multilateral tournament that we're talking about, we're talking about Asia Cup, if there is a similar tournament in Olympics, would it be okay to give a walkover to the team that's competing with us, even if it's from an enemy nation? Because in the field of sports, in the sporting world, this is not really seen as professional attitude. Do you see that as being something that can be acceptable to us?
Sorry, come back, I didn't hear you. Hello.
I'm saying that, see, the point is this is a multilateral tournament. So in the world of sporting events, the attitude to give the rival team, even if it's an enemy country, this is a sporting event, a multilateral event, and in an event like this, just to give the rival nation a walkover, would that be considered acceptable in the world of sports?
No, well, in the interest of the sentiment of the people, you see, when we are stopping the water, when we are not enabling them to have their aircraft land, when the sea related arrangements have been stopped, so if this goes with the sentiment of the country, that is more important, because I will tell you very much that the swift and decisive military response, Operation Sindoor, was launched within 72 hours, you see, of the heinous Pahalgam attack. Now, showcasing the government's zero tolerance policy. We have only and always exhibited that we believe in a zero tolerance of that. And the precision takes this, that sending a strong message across the border that India will force and will retaliate if it is provoked. Unlike the past governments, if you see what happened in the past governments, kya kiya unhone? You see, they only replied in terms of dossiers, in terms of diplomatic notes. They've only delivered they never delivered a military response. That this time the Narendra Modi government had the audacity, the courage to react, and I think the world also took note of that India is no more. Agar आप ईट का जवाब हम पत्थर से देने के लिए, that restoration of natural and the nation's morale was very,
the question is, all that is fine about goli gola, eat ka jawab patthar se denge, but the point made by Asaduddin Owaisi, one would say, is very relevant in the times that we are living in. Particularly, what can the government tell those 26 families who have who are bereaved and who have lost their loved ones? They were in Baisaran for a holiday. They did not deserve this. Could that have been avoided is a big question. We are now being joined by being joined by General Meston, who is joining us here. We also have Suleiman Mohammed Khan, spokesperson of the Congress, joining us. General Meston, I'm going to begin with you, sir. The question certainly is, when we look at the big highlights of this discussion, the government did, many would say, come out with the points which were largely seen as what we knew already. Of course, it was contextualized to explain it better about the sequence of events and all. Would you say that without getting into the strategic details, the government managed to convince the House, or are there some more questions which remain to be answered?
Good morning, Maria. Very good question asked. See, the fact of the matter is...
Please.
Good morning. The fact of the matter is that we have had an interesting discussion yesterday, and obviously there are going to be perceptional differences between the opposition and the government of India, and there is no doubt. It's bound to be. Not only amongst them, even amongst the people of India. Everyone would be making their opinions based on their perception, and accordingly everyone has his own judgment. But in the larger picture, I think the government of India is definitely addressing all the issues, and certain issues. For example, how many jets are down, whether they were down. Now, these are strategic issues which we should not fall trap to the enemy. That is what the more important issues is, the technical aspects, the tactical aspects, the strategic issues, which are only meant for the Indian armed forces, and we definitely would have learnt lessons the way CDS had expressed in his interview. So we draw lessons, and those same mistakes are not repeated, and the result was seen on 10th. We bombarded all their airfields and the radar sites so effectively without any loss of any aircraft.
Right.
So mistakes do happen in war. This is fog of war. So many things happen. So it's not easy to coordinate war, and this was a surprise attack which we had to do. So what I'm trying to say is that the government of India is definitely doing their best to highlight all the relevant issues, but certain issues certainly cannot be discussed in the open public domain for obvious reasons.
Like in that case, General Meston and Maria, I do realize that the opposition was very careful, because they pointed out to this one thing, that kitne jet gire, that's not important, but kyun gire is what's important. That's what Gaurav Gogoi also said. Mr. Suleiman, how do you see the Congress's attack on the ruling party MPs? Because there are certain areas, like in the sense FATF, for that matter, even the fact that the allegation, FATF was, Pakistan was out of the FATF list for the first time under the Modi government, right? When you keep blaming the Modi government that you've not been able to take the kind of action against Pakistan as the global community would have appreciated, is there a sense of duplicity? Because this is the most action that has been taken against Pakistan in the last many years.
If I directly answer it to you, we have to see who is standing with us in the in terms of the foreign policy in the world. How different countries, their presidents or the foreign policy of different countries have criticized Pakistan on this. This has to be analyzed. To my understanding, despite delegations being sent, India has not been able to corner Pakistan in a manner we could have done it.
But let me just tell you, Mr. Suleiman, yesterday Jaishankar did talk about, from Putin to Paraguay, a lot of countries have come out in support, except Turkey, China and Pakistan. There is a sense that there is a large wholesale solidarity with India, right?
Only one person, the President of America, who is a very dear friend of our Prime Minister, yesterday for the 28th time, he has said that I put Pakistan and India on table and put this ceasefire done by, in a manner, threatening for the trade. I'll do a lot of trade with you. You do ceasefire. How come this happened? And he's saying again and again and again. Yesterday he said this for 28th time, and we are not able to ask him that why are you doing so? Why are you insulting us? And if that has been done, the ceasefire has been done on the instructions of US, where is the foreign policy? Are we a nation or we are answerable to US President or the US foreign policy?
Suleiman,
These are the questions.
Right.
Suleiman, the question, what about what Asaduddin Owaisi has said? What response will you give to that particularly? Do you think India should play Pakistan in Asia Cup?
Maria, personally, I think we should not play. We should not play. My understanding is we should not play with Pakistan any match when, see, Pakistan has been doing this for so many years now. It's been 40, 45 years that it has been sending terror to our country. We have wounds, we have families who have lost dear ones. They are all our brothers and sisters. Our, very courageous soldiers we have lost. So playing with Pakistan, I think it's very inappropriate, uncalled for and hurtful for me.
Absolutely.